Back in the den.
Okay, starting stream. And hello, everybody.
Hello and welcome to this latest edition of this show, What We Do. We're back to,
Paradise Killer.
Speaking of losing your head,
Vaporwave Murderer.
why has Penny never been portrayed as a Dalahan?
You know what? Maybe we'll do that this coming half. You know, there's a lot of potential with that. Oh, I'm thinking cursed things.
Oh, there's so many noises.
Yeah, I know. Where are all these?
Noise station population U.
Why do the sound effects sound so much louder right now? Maybe I just got used to it. Move down there, but I want to go up first.
The blue goat brings fruit.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those.
That sounds like something that a spy would use as a code phrase to talk to another spy. In spy movie.
See, phrases like that is so... They wouldn't really work, because it's very obvious you're speaking in some kind of a code.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. While it may be obvious that you're speaking in some kind of a code, that does not necessarily mean that it's going to be easy to figure out what the code means.
Yeah.
Okay, Shinji.
Hey, it's a Paradise Killer, the investigation thriller.
What the hell?
What are you doing, Shinji?
Just rhyming and flowing and spitting fire off the top. Can you give me some space? I'm working on something here. It's fire! See? Get it?
I don't get it.
Interesting that there's something here. Blue crest.
That looks like a blue goat.
Interesting. Wonder what else is hidden up here.
Yeah, I get the feeling this game has a slight bit of platforming to it. It is expecting you not to just stick to the walkways and stuff. There's a yacht.
Yeah, there's a yacht.
A yacht.
I don't like yachts. I never trust words that have two silent letters in them. They got something to hide.
Music obtained.
I like that song.
I was digging it.
Obtained.
I'm curious. Oh. Okay, so you can't just have it playing. Goddess Blood Dancer, she gifted technology to many races and is an astral engineer without equal. She has no interest in ethics, and her experiments have caused genocides across entire planets.
Oh, fun.
She has no ethics. It sure seems like most of the people in this game have very little in the way of ethics.
Resource obtained.
Ha.
Key item obtained.
I mean, they've wiped out an entire island population 24 times for the express goal of trying to achieve some sort of perfection. The only people who get to live through it are the syndicate members.
What are you trying to imply, Miller? That this isn't on the up and up? That this isn't good for everybody?
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, goat imagery. Wow. Goat imagery is quite common
Fine travel
here.
unlocked. Starlight skins obtained.
Bear the Sheba Starlight skin. Most wonderful dog. Why wouldn't you use this skin? Do you hate my dog? I'll kill you. No joke.
Dog people win.
Use jet ski.
Aw, it's just a cutscene.
Oh, it takes us to this pyramid. There's Shinji right up there. Need pyramids and worship. Can you walk directly up this? Yes, you can.
If you stand, yeah, if you walk through the crack, you might be able to just go straight up.
Nah, just kidding. Hi, Shinji.
Doom Jazz gets a yacht.
He likes his private time.
How do you put in to get one? How do I become a yacht owner? It's my dream to own a yacht.
That's strange.
How long have you had this dream?
About 13 days.
The investigator is here.
I think you'll need to be part of the syndicate to get a yacht.
If that's the case, I'm not interested.
You know, he's the most relatable character of them all.
Oh, I have to do a thing to get a yacht? Nope, I don't want a yacht anymore.
So what are these pyramids about?
Ha. Ha.
No, but I really don't like the fact that the pyramid is growling at you.
It might be the storm up there, because that's also really ominous.
Yeah.
Ha. Ha.
Anything else around here?
Ha.
Actually giving a whole bunch of pats to Plush West.
So, Dr. Doom Jazz.
Dr. Doom Jazz.
Lady Love dies.
Alright. Who was the last person to do a voice?
Let me see. Last person to do a voice was Jonas. It was me, then you, then Jonas, and so it would be back to me again.
Very well.
As gorgeous as you were 3 million days ago.
Dr. Doom Jazz, the syndicate said doctor. Born in the Cannon Fortress, Scotland in 988 under the sign of the Cosmic Deceit. Growing up during a military campaign, Doom Jazz longed to become a doctor to tend the wounded. He snuck into the haunted Ziggurat Medical School and studied in the library after hours. He became their top student and battlefield medic. He was captured during the Great Betrayal, losing his arms in a torture chamber before being rescued by Aiz Kiwami. The two fled to join the Syndicate.
Indeed.
And Starlight, the perfect pair. Actually, no, I'm not going to do Australian. That doesn't work.
Am I upset at him, or do I like him?
Look how affable he is.
I mean, everybody in this game is probably an asshole, so... I've missed the Doom Jazz charm offensive.
I've missed you, Love Dies.
Sass.
I did not pick up any of that except sass.
I mean, that's all that he did. And I've missed the Love Dice sass. Kind of medic can't reattach his own arms. Shameful.
Physician, heal thyself.
Thinking of that bit in the very first episode of Futurama where both of Bender's arms have fallen off, and then they show a close-up of Bender reattaching his arms, but he's using his arms to do so, and then it cuts to the wide shot, and Fry's like, I don't know how you did that!
How have you been? Still the same old Doom Jazz?
Investigator.
It's been just swell down here. I assume you got the memo about last night.
Sure.
Something like that.
Strange.
I presume you're here on business and not for something nicer?
The investigator.
I've got a
is
job
here.
to do down here.
I'm a professional.
Oh, how
I
unfortunate.
don't like this.
You're in high spirits considering our leader and council have been murdered.
The island is about to end.
We all deal with grief in different ways. Do not be mistaken. I'm well aware that this is a catastrophe. I'm just not one for outwardly displaying misery.
What's your take on this, on the Syndicate on this island?
How?
Keep myself to myself. I'm not interested in the schemes. It's exhausting. Drama and politics are drugs. It's best not to get hooked. That's a medical opinion.
Don't test me.
That tells me all I need to know about the state of this place.
Anything else I could help you with?
You think Henry did this, Doc?
Want to play doctors and nurses?
You read my report?
Not yet.
Go and see Akeko and the prisoner. I left my report with her for you.
That didn't answer my question.
I'm worried.
That's all I can tell you. I didn't speculate on suspicions and hunches. I'm looking for facts.
Can you make an exception for me?
What?
You only speak to me when you want something. Love dies. It hurts.
Just doing my job. There's a mass murder that needs solving.
I'm not going to speculate. You can bring anything you want to me for my fact-based opinion, though.
Lady Love Dies.
What do you think about it?
The facts and the truth are not the same.
It's a nice story. People like to believe the easiest answer that fits their worldview.
Sure.
We kidnap citizens and force them to pray to genocidal gods. Of course the Syndicate would believe one of the vile working class would do this.
I have a bad feeling.
There's something
about
else
this.
at work here.
Well, at least you have a working theory.
Who?
Can you think of anyone that has got motive?
That's a biggie. Yeah, such a terrible crime.
The island is about to end.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about it. Everyone is as innocent or as guilty as each other.
What's your motive, Doc?
This is bad.
I haven't got a motive, Love Dies.
I don't like this.
Everyone has a motive. They just haven't thought hard enough.
Strange.
Don't most investigators quote philosophers at this point in the conversation?
Quoting is a crutch for the weak. Learn to have your own thoughts.
I see.
What if your thoughts aren't as good as a philosopher's?
Good doesn't matter. What matters is that they're yours.
Wonderful.
I've missed these chats, Love Dies.
Where?
Where were you at the time of the murder?
What?
Yeah, Jonas, where were you?
I was in my clinic until I was called to examine Henry. He was found outside the council building. Blood everywhere. I checked them over.
You know, one of the stickers on his arm says child labor records.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah.
Akiko has my report for you. Go and see her if you haven't already. The Syndicate building's log should confirm my alibi.
I've already seen them. They confirm your claim. Did you see Yuri last night?
Yuri Knight last night? I didn't see him last night, I'm afraid, Love Dies.
He was on a date with his girlfriend, Yowie.
Tell me about the inhibitors used to sedate Henry.
Masahiro Heavy Industries Tech. Drugs that sedate the body inhibit psychic ability. Wait, where's my voice going? They were designed specifically for victims of demonic possession. Calm the body and the mind and stop them from lashing out. Henry's dosage level has been correct for the last decade.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Do you know if anything can interfere with Henry's inhibitors?
Theoretically.
You're not the first person to ask, Love Dies.
What the hell?
Who?
What?
Witness. Witness is responsible for overseeing the end of an island and ensuring it all goes smoothly. He's obsessed with fail points in the process. He got worried that Henry could be a fail point. Could he get loose at the end? He's executed and not part of the slaughter ritual with the other citizens. There's a time when he's out of his cage before he's executed. Akiko handles the execution so he's in safe hands, but Witness got obsessed about the inhibitors that kept Henry sedated.
Sure.
Are they a fail point?
I see.
Possibly. But you'd have to get past the Grand Marshal. He'd need a massive spike of adrenaline. The only way I can think of it is to provide that would be an injection.
Could someone have done that?
Adrenaline is manufactured by the body. You need a drug to induce it artificially. His blood work came back clean though. No one gave him that drug.
What do you know about KHX's disappearance?
I heard he was missing. Keeps himself to himself so I don't see him a lot. You been up to his place on the cliffs?
Did you see Crimson last night?
She has her little emporium. Go ask her.
Got a sec, Doc?
I've got all the time in the world for you.
You know that.
I've missed you, Love Dies.
It's been so long since we spent time together. You still a wine and whiskey,
I
woman?
have a bad feeling about this.
Not a lot of either in the Idle Lands.
Want a glass with me? Enjoy the island for a few minutes before getting back to all that murder. I've got a bottle of Freedom Letter open.
I'd love a glass. Just a small one, though.
Fabulous.
Blast the
Lady
spirit.
Love Dies.
How's it feel to be investigating again?
Time to breathe life back into paradise.
Ha
Indeed it is!
Got it.
How has the doctor been since I last saw him?
Fabulous.
Keeping entertained, you know? It's a small island, but there's always a way to have fun.
Sure.
I'm sure there is.
Ha
Only one way to find out. So, Isworth said earlier, I'll point out that you can romance characters in this game.
Interesting.
Oh, snap. We gotta romance, Goat
Dating
Titty
sim?
Acid Jazz or whatever her name is.
Oh god. That's a good
Yes.
question. Can you only romance the male characters or can you romance Crimson?
How can you tell the difference sometimes?
Like, listen, this seems to be a pretty transhumanist sort of setting, so yeah, there definitely ought to be some blending and blurring of lines, that's all I'm saying. And also blending and blurring of lions!
Are any of the romance options exclusive? Although this also seems like a game that doesn't care about that.
Yeah, this should not be a monogamy game.
But yeah, romance, Crimson Acid.
This should be a, hey, would y'all like to join me in the fuck pit sort of society?
I was born to investigate.
You want
Yeah,
to be a
to
suspect in
investigate
an
the fuck pit.
out-of-hours investigation.
Fabulous.
You could come around to open my case file anytime. Maybe you've got some time right now?
Each second
Crimson can be romanced. I repeat, Crimson can be romanced.
Each second I
man.
spend here allows the truth to sink further into the shadows.
Paradise can't wait, huh? Well, feel free to swing by anytime, Love Dies.
I'll keep that in mind.
Wonderful.
I'm enraptured by you, Love Dies. Besotted. Enthralled.
Don't like this.
Where's this
I
going?
like you even.
I understand the key to your heart is information. You desire the unknown. You desire to know about people.
You've got this wrong.
Maybe there's something I can help you with.
You said you might be able to help me.
You've got this wrong.
Love Dies, you've charmed me. Despite the tragedy of last night, this island is infinitely more radiant now that you're here. Because it's you and I can't get you out of my head, I'll break some ethics. I've treated Witness for death scream trauma. He started complaining of being able to hear screaming on occasion.
Hypothetically?
We had no idea what the cause was, but it kept happening.
Hee
Himi.
The voice is hard to maintain sometimes.
Yes.
I eventually narrowed it down to psychic death screams.
Is
That a fancy name for headaches?
No, it's my new
Yeah.
metal band.
Something like that. When someone dies, they involuntarily emit a death scream and a burst of psychic energy. Normally, you
everyone
can't
knows
hear
that.
them, but he'd become attuned to them.
How?
I'm worried.
That's still a mystery. I don't know if we'll ever know. He attributes it to the gods' anger. He's all doom and gloom about us not going enough to please the gods. He's taking it as one of many signs of the end times.
What treatment does he take?
High strength migraine relief. It's the only thing that's worked.
I would have laughed if he'd just said Tylenol.
What about during the citizen slaughter ritual at the end of an island? Surely that would be overwhelming.
That's different. The priest conducting the ritual channeled the psychic energy released by the slaughter into the energy for the gods. It's dissipated away from the island.
Got it.
Does anyone else suffer from them?
Hypothetically?
We had a case on Island 15. A syndicate member killed themselves because they kept hearing them.
But no one else on this island?
Not in the way Witness does. I think demons can probably feel them. Every demon we've encountered has been attuned to psychic energy.
Would this include the demonically possessed?
Theoretically?
Probably, but I can't say for sure.
Sure.
How would it affect them?
I'd imagine a spike in adrenaline.
Anything else about Witness?
I had nothing to do with this.
I've been worried about his mental health.
Investigator.
He's become secretive and guarded. It's manifesting in the standard ways, but multiple appointments with him have been interrupted by phone calls. He won't take a call with someone in the room and always steps out onto his balcony. Other people have reported the same thing.
Who?
Architect Carmelina. She started noticing it several years ago. She's worried that he was slipping into paranoia.
Why are you suddenly telling me this?
It's been playing on my mind. I've been thinking about Lost 9, the lunatics we have on the island.
Like literally everybody.
Then the heavens send an angel to come and question me.
Oh, go on.
Thank you, Doctor. You've been invaluable.
My favourite investigator.
Remember to hurry on back if you need an examination or anything else.
May the cosmos be a mystery.
And may you reach the moon.
Examination is a euphemism for sex.
Yeah, so chat was saying Lady Love Dies is bi/pan. And that
As all good
romancing
characters
is
are.
not monogamous.
That tracks.
Medical
Hell yeah.
textbook. This looks long, detailed, and boring.
I mean,
Wine. Doom Jazz always gets the best bottles. If you do spend the night with him, you at least get a nice glass of wine out of it. Several, really.
and really, would the perfect island not be one in which every single person is just in one giant polycule?
That's my perfect island.
Photo of a Kiko. Photo Grand Marshal Kiko 14.
Although, there are a couple of things I would have to tweak about this island. For one, there would have to be way more than just the one furry girl. Two, there would have to
That's
be
strange.
way fewer clothes.
Does Doom Jazz hold a candle for a Kiko?
The investigator is here.
I've always thought he was the love him and leave him type. Oh, we will get back to that next time we come around to resume questioning.
The ultimate cule.
Crystal
The
obtained.
ultimate cule. The infinicule.
Oh yeah, sorry, Thwasty. Raccoon is not one of the valid
Crystal
forms.
obtained.
Not yet. You never know what Rick may add in the future.
Or what? Secretly there.
Well, it's not
Yeah,
Raccoon.
you also never. You also never know when we might add. I say we as if I have anything to do with it. Some secret form without telling anybody.
Like the in and out menu.
Like
I mean, we
the,
tried to do that, and then Federic basically told them immediately.
Well, no, someone found it by mistake before Frederick told them about
That
it.
nebula
did they?
starlight skin obtained. More refreshing than a cosmic apocalypse.
Drink
I don't
up!
know. I've had some pretty refreshing apocalypses.
I feel like I could talk to you all day, Love Dies.
What's on your mind?
Everything! Nothing. You know how it is. Feeling quite relaxed.
The investigator is here.
You're the only one on this island that is.
Huh? Oh, sorry, I had nothing in my mind. That's why you're in this situation. Too many people that take things too seriously. They don't think about others, just their own advancement. That isn't how a perfect society runs.
Do you come
Not
from a
even how a
perfect
good one
society?
works.
You don't get this attitude and charming personality. You come from a place where everyone in the government is looking to scapegoat you for their own cruelty and fuck-ups.
Ooh, the
You personally?
investigator is here.
Of course not me personally. The lower classes. Now time to chat things to do.
What the hell?
I thought you said... He's hinting at something. Aromatic mushroom obtained. Mushrooms grow all over the island and are prized for their variety of flavors. Yes, I know how an elevator works. Although, what's that arrow mean?
It means the elevator on the other side of this pillar, I think.
Okay.
That's how you get the elevator to go sideways.
It's not how. Yeah, it's not telling you how the elevator works. It's telling you that hey, there's an elevator here instead of you just walking past it
Okay.
and not looking at the back side of the pillar.
That's up here.
Once again, it pays to pay attention to the backside.
It always does.
You know, even the crappy worker apartments are nice.
These are these the crappy ones? These are the nice ones, aren't they? Because this is just next to the HQ.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of hard to tell.
The crappy ones are the ones we saw last time. They had like
Ultimate tea. Genmakia is the best tea. Anyone that says different is a liar or hasn't tried it. That's a straight fact.
I have not tried Genmakia. Oh hey, it's Crimson.
Oh, hell yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, shit. Hang on. Sorry.
That's definitely Crimson's body. What's with the face there?
It's like a goat skull instead of a goat head.
That's ominous.
Mm-hmm.
That could be any number of things.
I will be right back in a few minutes.
I mean, she definitely has like a sinister side.
We know at some point her head changed.
Oh, okay.
But that could have
Yeah,
been like any time since Love Dies was banished.
Yeah, so specifically it was she got blessed by the gods, and that's what turned her head into that thing.
The goated head. I love the architecture. I mean, it's kind of ugly, and I know that, but I still love it. There's something about brutalist architecture that's just very.
This is nicer than most brutalist architecture. It has a lot more stuff to it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Polite luxury chocolates obtained. The standard gift given to the host when the syndicate members visit each other.
I cannot read that at all.
What does that say? Emotions caused by existence.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think.
Isn't there a zoom in button? Is there a zoom in button?
I don't know.
Drag, sprint, crouch, torch, meditate, AR vision, respawn.
Scroll down. There we go.
Auto walk, open starlight.
Nope, no zoom in.
But
Okay, I'm back.
Back.
What I miss?
Ah, hey. Witness to the
brutalist
end.
architecture.
Hold on. Well-loved secateurs obtained. Secateurs. Some kind of scissors thing. Craftsperson's
shears.
tools are a thing of beauty. The grip has been worn to a perfect fit for the user's hand over years of use. Okay, witness.
Witness to the end.
Under the gaze of the gods.
Alright, who's playing Witness?
I guess that's me.
Wouldn't it be... Hang on. If we're going in order, I think it would be me next, wouldn't it?
Okay, fine. You got it.
Under the gaze of the gods, the so-called investigation freak returns to the island sequences.
Witness to the end.
Overseer of each dying paradise, born in the Chaos Palace in northern Iran in AD 981 under the sign of destroyed Eden. As a child, Witness was enslaved under the banner of Crying Grudge and put to work building the perpetually growing Chaos Palace in North Persia. During the Great Betrayal, Witness refused to budge in his devotion, fleeing to hide within the impossible labyrinth of the Chaos Palace. Ezekiel found Witness and urged him to follow him. They became close. Witness was still a young man and Ezekiel older and wiser. Witness looked up to him as a father figure after being taken from his own father at a young age. Witness holds a great deal of responsibility overseeing the end of an island. He ensures every failure is perfect. He collects and breeds rare plants in his penthouse. Good to see you again, Witness. Apologies for Starlight. I do remember you.
Of it, holy master.
Well, just tell my whole damn life story, why don't you? How long has it been since you last did work for our holy
Under
masters?
the gaze of the gods.
Time moves so strangely here. We are grains of sand that drift in the astral wake of the heavenly titans.
The gods are displeased.
Especially after last night. The island is ready to end. The time flow is broken. The gods are displeased.
Surely this is a joke.
We are supposed to be their loyal servants, our only purpose to resurrect them. Now we squabble and scheme, our holy work brought to a screeching halt by murder.
The end times are looming.
Yes, they are. So many have strayed from the path. This must be a sign from the gods.
I'm glad to be back.
I'm here to do the work of the gods.
Lady Love dies.
I can see it in you, love dies, the fire of holiness. I live in fear of the rage of the cosmic deities. Maybe you can quell their anger?
That's strange.
What's with the holy proclamations? This isn't your usual style.
Far too much has happened in your absence. Truths have become more mutable. Our masters are not being served. The Syndicate has lost its way. I have not strayed from the path.
The gods are radiant.
Too many of us have forgotten what it means to serve our masters. I fear last night was one of our punishments.
Our gods work in esoteric ways.
Or maybe it was a divine reminder. Our gods work in esoteric ways.
Blasphemy!
Are you here to punish the wicked monster that committed this atrocity?
Our gods work in esoteric ways.
The sinner that allowed the demons onto the island, will he burn in the fire of justice? Can I bring some marshmallows to toast?
How are you feeling about losing your jurisdiction?
Surely this is a joke.
Judge has no right. It just proves how far this island has fallen. A holy man should be allowed to do his holy work.
Investigator.
Now, how can I assist you with your holy work?
Crime cannot hide.
Do you believe Henry is responsible?
Under the gaze of the gods.
All I can do is trust in the gods and have faith that what happened was part of their divine will.
Don't test me.
But do you believe Henry did it?
The gods are watching us.
It is not for me to question the gods.
The truth remains obscured.
Witness, do you think anyone has a motive for killing the council?
This island is full of sinners.
Yes, it's full of sinners. Our holy mission has been left unattended for too long. Any number of the sinners here could have done it.
The gods are displeased.
Perhaps it was an act of the gods. Heavenly anger leads to heavenly smiting, and they do love a good smiting, as do we all.
Tell me about these sinners.
This island is full of sinners.
The island crawls with them. They pay lip service to the gods, but don't follow our sacred mission.
The end times are looming.
The island sequences have degenerated. They used to be righteous. Now I despair.
I have a bad feeling about this.
What about the accused? Henry is a citizen, not a syndicate member.
Citizens are sinners too. They do not pray hard enough. The Syndicate do not compel them to pray hard enough.
What?
The citizens grow restless, insubordinate. Dissent spreads. This one let demons onto the island. Why stop there?
That's a good story. Too good. Someone wants to pin this on a citizen, and we're too ready to accept it.
Our gods work in esoteric ways.
We cannot conceive the esoteric ways the gods work.
Got it.
Another easy story.
What?
You're questioning the gods?
Higher powers rarely provide the answers we need. Do you have a motive for killing the council?
I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
Oh, I am a humble servant, striving to live on the righteous path. Murdering the council is not on that path.
Sure.
Even if they did have it coming.
Am I taking your word for that?
What?
What reason would I have to kill the council? How does that benefit our holy mission?
Who?
Who determines the path?
Of their holy masters.
The gods, of course.
Did the gods want you to kill the council?
Of course not.
Don't be ridiculous.
Why?
Why have you started taking calls in private?
What?
Why is this anyone's business?
Are you hiding something? Plotting something?
Of course not.
Don't be ridiculous.
Where?
Where were you last night?
Investigator.
I spent the night here, in my apartment.
Oh.
By yourself?
The architect came to visit me, a rare social call. She was with me at the time of the killings. Boy, was she ever. We left when we were summoned to the crisis meeting. Oh, Pry, please, Pry.
Some romance at the end of an island?
The end times are looming.
That period of our lives is long gone, investigator. Now we just fuck.
Why?
Were you two doing a bit of conspiring up here?
Surely this is a joke.
Don't insult me,
I need to
investigator.
investigate this.
And you two were in each other's company all evening?
Investigator.
I stepped out onto my balcony to take a phone call from Grand Marshal Akiko. It was fleeting. No more than 5 minutes.
What time?
What time was this call?
Shortly before death visited the island. Akiko was reporting the escape of Henry.
I'll follow up with the Grand Marshal.
Not long after, marshals were stationed outside the elevator to my apartment.
Do you have any proof that you were both in your apartment?
The nightmare computer at the entrance logs everyone that enters and exits this apartment. You can pull the records from that and check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I was just about. All right.
Why is yours the only apartment with a logging system?
You can't be too careful. I take my privacy seriously.
Yes, he does, which is suspicious. Nobody takes their privacy seriously unless they're hiding something.
That's right, Scully man.
Paranoia, got it.
Thank you.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Crime cannot hide.
Tell me about the moment the council died. I know you suffer from psychic death screams.
This island is full of sinners.
Yeah, you know how that is.
Doom Jazz can't be trusted with patient confidentiality around you. Yes, every time a person dies, I am assailed by the psychic death scream echoing out into space. It's very thoughtless of them. Doom Jazz prescribes me medication for it, but I usually just skip that and get high.
Did you suffer from death scream trauma when they died?
Oh, yes. I was assailed by the psychic death screams of the council. Ugh, so annoying. I was brought to my knees by the pain.
Uh-huh. And the person you were with will definitely notice that you were clutching your head on your knees. And they definitely won't say, yeah, we talked the entire night. They had a phone call and that was it.
What do you know about KHX's disappearance?
Nothing. He often went for periods of isolation. Sorry I can't help more, Lady Lovedeyes.
Did you see Yuri last night?
He is secretary to the architect. Have you spoken to her?
Populous Ursus in chat says, "Love your art and writing, Rick. I've been a fan since a bit before House Pets. Currently reading Haven Celestia and enjoying it very much."
I thank you. More people should do that.
Wow, before House Pets, that is some old school fanning right there.
What do you know about Henry's escape?
Only what the Grand Marshal told us. Have you spoken with her?
Doomjazz told me that you asked about overcoming Henry's inhibitors.
I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
The end of an island is endlessly fascinating. A symphony of finales, all hanging in the balance.
What?
Having a demonically possessed prisoner is a significant risk. I need to know everything there is to know.
Good
I
luck
have
with
a
that,
bad feeling
Odin.
about this.
So you weren't trying to find out how to overcome them to help Henry escape.
The gods are displeased.
Don't be ridiculous. How would that help our holy mission?
The problem with saying everything is holy is part of some unknowable plan is that you don't know what that plan is. I can't really take your word for it.
See, but the thing is, holy is just a cover word for, in my opinion, this is what should happen.
Did you see Crimson last night?
I didn't see her, Lovedeyes.
Did you see the doctor last night?
The doctor claimed to be in his clinic all night.
Want to chat, witness?
I must warn you. I must warn you that I am not one for long conversations.
The gods are watching us.
Yes, they are. Do you think they are happy with what they see? Do you think I should work on my abs some more?
Probably not.
This island is full of sinners.
They are the calm eye of the storm, and we have fallen away from them, swept away in a monsoon of
Holy
sin.
masters.
Please tell me you also devote yourselves to the Holy Masters.
Sure, why not? With all my body and
I
mind.
am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
Your fanaticism fills me with hope. One day, we may be able to make the gods
The
happy.
gods are watching us.
Please join me in a prayer.
The gods are watching us.
He journeyed across the stars. He came to us and gifted so much. He was the first, the holy catalyst. Man's dark age was scorched by the fire of devotion. In the face of sin and heresy, I sing for Silent Goat. He heard us in the crystal caves. He will hear us again. The first, the holy catalyst, Silent Goat. May we always walk with you. Ah, frickin' men.
Oh, sure, let's cooperate. He journeyed across the stars. He came to us and gifted so much. He was the first, the holy catalyst. Man's dark age was scorched by the fire of devotion. In the face of sin and heresy, I sing for Silent Goat. He heard us in the crystal caves. He will hear us again. The first, the holy catalyst, Silent Goat. May we always walk with you.
Preach it, sister! You are blessed. Yay.
May you fly with destroyed Eden.
The end times are long.
And may you reach the moon.
I really enjoyed the voice I gave him.
I couldn't tell.
There's so much I need to do still.
Yeah.
Oh, better get on it. Time waits for no one.
Rose in the Rain Residences, luxury apartments for the Syndicate. I used to live in a place like this, happily.
Blood crystal obtained.
Another one of the people down there.
Did someone just leave the call?
I'm still here. Miller?
Miller.
Did we lose the burb?
Do we still have a Miller?
Miller?
Miller, is that you?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What do you...
Uh-oh. Miller. Please come back to us, Miller. We have cake.
Parasol obtained, a light floral drink marketed at women, but very popular with men.
A fruit-flavored fusion.
Fusion?
I don't know. I've been doing that lately. Spicing it up.
Hello?
There you are.
Ah, there you are.
Okay, hello. Welcome back.
Hey, you ever accidentally kick the power cable to your computer?
Ooh.
I have kicked all my cables. I once
Well, don't do that.
I once knocked my keyboard and my mouse off the tray. It was awesome.
I don't know, man. That doesn't sound super awesome to me. I'm skeptical. I think you're fibbing.
No, I'm fine. You got me. You got me. You goat me.
Okay.
You remain safe.
Did we just lose Miller again?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I heard a badunk.
A
Probably,
badoon.
that could be from the game. There's a lot of badoons here.
Oh, okay.
It could be from Crimson Acid. She's not only making badoonks, she's got a badonk.
Poison Throne Apartments, named in honor of the assassination of the Queen of Spain by Serena Doom Jazz.
Oh, of course. I mean, who wouldn't know that?
His sister or his mother?
I am my own grandpa.
Water obtained. Water. Plain water. Stay hydrated. Take a nice big gulp of cold water. Enjoy a few minutes of doing nothing but drinking water once an hour. What is wrong with you people? Just drink water.
Stay hydrated. Remember to drink up.
That was
not actually
that was a
found
noise.
the computer that logs their exit.
Are you at the right apartment building still?
Probably not.
Oh.
Blood crystal obtained. Blood crystal obtained.
I just keep a big ass thing of water next to the computer. computer
Who's
nowadays.
throwing away these blood crystals?
Ha.
There's Shinji
Vampire litter bugs. Oh, I heard our familiar friend's voice.
Lost Love Residential. The silence of the apartments is only broken by quiet sobs and mournful shuffling.
Shuffa, 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 shuffa.
Wow, it made me feel like I was there.
Abnormal butterfly. What makes this abnormal? Look at it. If you can't tell, you weren't meant to know.
Well, I see how it is. He's so happy.
I love my
Sure.
Is this the work of a god?
This is no damned harmony.
God.
This is human through and through. I can smell it.
Are you sure?
There's something rotten in the mix, but gods have bigger interests than you people.
He has a point.
Do they? I feel like there's still something divine about the
This gonna get me
syndicate.
stuck
I'm just
right
not
here.
sure what.
This isn't letting me move.
There is a
There it
respawn
goes.
thing. Okay. I was gonna say there was a respawn thing in the controls, so
Every indie game definitely needs that, especially if they're in 3D.
Right?
Yes.
yeah, only because we don't have millions of hours to do testing and make sure every single little niche you can get stuck in is fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Polished badge obtained. Insignia of a crime clan. Ruled by Crazy Davos, a fearful woman with an eye patch. Not one to be messed with.
Ha.
It's like they looked at Breath of the Wild and they said, yeah, what about that, but we didn't have the glider.
Acid's favorite obtained. A premium beer marketed by the arcane idol Crimson Acid. Citrus flavored and light. Perfect to drink in a bar with friends or at home alone, contemplating all those things you're going to do.
Ooh.
What is it about this stream that always manages to make me so damn hungry? Like, I'll be like, I'm fine, I don't need anything to eat, and then I'll sit down at the stream, and suddenly my stomach's like, oh, you have never fed us ever.
Yeah, big same. I mean, I don't know.
Glinting golden crown obtained. A sacred reward for pyramid envisioning. A citizen was very faithful.
Stomach is just acting like your cat.
God. That's a good point.
Time travel unlocked. Starlight skins obtained.
Creeping Flora Starlight Skin. Explorers in a forbidden valley discovered a breed of plant that had been sealed away in a vault. Now warriors patrol the edges of the valley to keep the plant at bay. Attention, Lady Lovely. Dies. Connection to island established. Progress saving enabled. There's Shinji again. There he is. He's also at the end of this corridor. Just everywhere.
Gets around.
Keeps coming to me, I'm not coming to you. You meet that Yuri creep yet? He seems like a bad time. A real bad time. Spineless though, you know, Chief? Like, could that sick shit actually kill the council? He's got a secret though. You can tell.
Oh.
Everyone here has a secret.
Yeah.
Don't get smart with me, Love Dies.
You know what I mean.
Blood crystal obtained.
Shameful fake golden crown obtained. Someone used the black market for status. Foolish. Reprisals are often deadly. 1 second.
Blood crystal obtained.
Ha.
Relic obtained.
Withering sequin ward obtained. A strange folklore developed among citizens, believing that scattering sequins outside their home would ward off demons.
Well, I mean, if you go by certain old vampire stories, you can compel them to count,
Grains of rice or salt. Put them on your windowsill, and they will not be able to enter your home or go anywhere else, because they will be compelled to count every single one. And
What?
they will sit there until daylight, and then they will die in the sunlight.
That's a really... That feels too easy.
Relic obtained.
OOO obtained. A fruit-flavored soft drink. Makes you think of caring for your sick mother and when you went traveling to Egypt with a group of friends. You have done neither of these things.
You know, the thing I always wanted to know about the counting thing was if Jim Henson was aware of it, or if that was just a happy coincidence.
Like they were aware of it. Like,
Relic obtained.
Island
I
sequence
don't know.
15. 15th island sequence. Montserrat leads us to the real world to reclaim the corpse of Dire Rose. Tragedy strikes. The god hunters repel us.
Like, I mean,
don't feel like the name The Count was enough for them to be like, oh, this needs to be a vampire character.
it is a pretty happy coincidence that Count also works for that, though.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you Bram Stoker didn't know about that, or he would have put it in the book. Bram Stoker put everything he ever heard of in the book.
Yep, including Texas. And, oh boy.
You did put Texas in the book.
No, that was not a good showing for Texas.
Relic obtained.
Crystal sparkling
I don't
water
know.
obtained. Sparkling water famed for its crispness and delightful mouthfeel.
I don't know what you're talking about. Quincy P. Morris is a gem.
He's certainly something.
Time travel unlocked.
Vibrant starlight skin. Watch beautiful water to catch the vibes. It's the only way. Existing without vibes is no existence at all.
That's a mood.
Vibe check. I have no vibes. I am dead.
Relic
I have no
obtained.
vibe and I must scream.
Obsequious love letter obtained. A love letter from a young couple. R says he'll kill the moon with a railgun to prove his love to L.
That's a very hinged thing to say.
That's like... That has Scott Pilgrim vibes.
It does, actually. God, that's one of my favorite bits in the comic that didn't make it into the movie, when they're talking about back in the day when Ramona dated Todd, the one with the vegan superpowers. And she's like, he put a hole in the moon to show his love for me, and everyone's like, oh, is that why there's a hole in the moon now? Like, they're so casual about it.
Coveted
Like, I
loyalty
always
card
wondered about
obtained.
that.
A loyalty card for the Second Heaven convenience store. They pride themselves on their fried chicken. There's only one convenience store on the island. This card says, in association with Dead Nebula.
Man, I think I've said it before, but there are so many fried chicken places, like, within just like a mile or two of me that it's absurd.
See, this is why you're hungry, Stoker.
Why?
Think about
Because I'm
food.
surrounded by fried chicken?
Exactly. It's probably like subconsciously wafting into your.
Yeah, you're constantly smelling it all the time, so that it doesn't smell. It doesn't seem like you're smelling fried chicken all the time, but you are. Your brain knows it.
My God. That's why my blood has 11 herbs and spices in it.
Fast travel unlocked.
Beautiful
It's
blossoms.
like,
When the trees blossom, citizens gather to give praise by letting blood directly onto the tree to fertilize it.
I've had friends who talked about the fact that they've lived above like a Mexican bakery or something, or like a delicatessen or something, and it's just like I can't stop myself from getting a chicharron or something every day.
Yeah, when
Shinji, tables aren't for standing on.
Hey, fuck you too, buddy. How's your day going, Love Dies? Having a good time? Having a blast?
Investigation is in my blood.
That's the spirit. Screw that murdered council. So long as you're getting yours, eh?
That's not what I mean.
Laters, gotta shoot.
He's great.
He is great. Anyway, you were gonna say, Jonas, when you and I were living in California, I presume.
Yeah, we lived together. We were like a block away from one of those like Mexican bakeries, and
yeah.
yeah, that and like that. There was also across the street. There was also a like a Mexican fast food place that had like they had something called like what was it called, like the vampire burrito. Or
The
whatever.
vampiros, yes.
Vampiros,
They're
yeah.
tacos. They call them that because the taco, the tortilla, is vaguely shaped like a bat wing, so they call them vampiros.
Yeah.
Populus Ursus gifted a tier 1 sub to Thwaitsi. Thank you.
How lovely!
Very nice.
Extrinsic fossil obtained. A fossil of an alien being. The Earth is covered in these. A citizen must have brought it with them.
Man, it's been over 10 years since I've had one of those tacos. Actually, no. No, it hasn't been over 10 years yet. Because I didn't leave California until 2014.
Right.
Ah, here's one of those ghosts. Grieving ghost. Who's reading?
I think that's Jonas's turn.
They started here, dragged through the building towards the ocean. But then where?
Who started here?
Holy heck, Populus Ursus is gifting subs like it's going out of style.
Nice.
Thank you for the 5 gift subs.
Did they go into the sewers? No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe straight into the ocean, but why?
What are you talking about?
They must have left some clue.
Sure.
A clue to what?
Huh? Oh, I didn't see you. Step aside, please. I'm trying to find my neighbor.
Maybe I can help. I am an investigator.
Yes, maybe. But if they were dragged to the beach, where did they go from there? Somewhere out of sight. Undercover, maybe.
I need to investigate this.
Maybe I should try and help look for whatever it is. Whatever it is might be somewhere covered on the beach.
Relic obtained.
Inquisitive apartment murder report obtained. A newspaper with an article about a string of dismemberments within the apartments. They often happen during the height of summer. People living in cramped conditions given to dark desires.
And those dark desires include dismemberments.
Yes, specifically.
Okay. I remember my first dismember. It was in the bleak December.
Dismember? I barely know her.
They said it was during the summer.
Sounds like a bummer.
Hey, Shinji.
I always think people without hobbies are natural murderers. If you have nothing to occupy the mind, it is natural to turn to murder.
He's right.
That's chilling, right? It's scary. The guy next to you at work that doesn't have a hobby could cut you open.
I mean, technically at that point, isn't murder the hobby?
I think it depends on how much time you put into it.
I wonder how empty the mind is of someone that doesn't have a hobby.
Exactly, Loved Eyes.
That's hobbyist.
All that emptiness. False gets twisted. Next thing you know, evisceration. Laters.
What a delightful guy.
Discarded pistachios. Good to crack open and focus on while you're thinking about a problem, like murder.
Oh, the pistachios.
How do I murder my coworker? Man, I just love murdering, but it's hard sometimes. How do I do it?
That's a tough nut to crack.
The nut's someone's skull. Just remember, you only have to kill someone once, unless they're like a warlock or something.
Or a Zambo. It could be a
I mean,
Zambo.
if you only have to kill them once, can it really be called a serious relationship?
I'm glad to be back.
Hey, Shinji.
Hey, Loved Eyes.
Ooh,
What's
the
happening?
investigator is here.
Just enjoying the island, you know? I mean, obviously I hate this place, but you gotta make the best of it, haven't you?
Stop whining.
If you ain't looking on the bright side, you ain't living.
That's optimistic.
If you're not optimistic, you've got a problem. Life's too short.
Sure.
All of us in the Syndicate are immortal.
Then you've got far bigger problems than being optimistic. Anyway, can't stay here yapping. You know, because I'm a dog. I'm a busy demon. Or a fox or coyote or something. He's got a muzzle, alright?
Yellow crest obtained.
No thoughts, head empty, shotgun loaded.
Joyous fish food obtained. One of the Syndicate's social experiments was to create different social spaces around the apartments. There was decreased violence in this apartment. Feeding animals makes people happier. Fish ghost. Miller.
Oh yeah, that's me. Well, this is at the end of the world. Take in the view before oblivion.
Who are you?
Everything and nothing. The sum of the island. A sick little reminder of what must not be allowed. Billions and billions of...
Do you have a name?
Makaslan Regoluf.
Mikada.
Good name.
Thank you for coming to see me. This is a dying place, but manners are important.
What are you doing here?
Right now, I want to ask you some questions. You are an investigator. I want you to investigate things. There will be rewards.
How'd you know I was an investigator?
I am entwined with these apartments. I feel the life breath of them. We're a bad place. More bad than most. Things have happened here.
And why do you need things investigating?
The desire to know. I came here a long time ago. I possessed this body. It was a mistake. I managed to avoid all manners of hooks and bait while I waited for the island to end.
So he is a demon.
Please, tell me about things you have found.
Fine. What do you want to know?
I thirst for missing knowledge. Where do people play dominoes on this island?
Good question.
I can tell by the look in your eye that you do not know the answer. Please find dominoes so that you may learn something and come back to me.
I'm on a quest.
Domino quest.
Time for another
quest.
refreshing drink. D5. Premium water, right?
It's not
Aesthetic water obtained. Water filtered through volcanic rock for absolute purity. There aren't any volcanoes on the island.
I was expecting you to say filtered through a volcanic rock for absolutely no reason.
Who was that, Nebula?
That was me. You have tried a lot of the refreshing beverages we make. You are our most valued customer. Do you have a favorite?
It's so hard to pick a favorite.
Never mind that. Remember that upgrade for Starlight we mentioned? We've come through for you. Hang on a sec. The vending machine has been soft rebooted. You should be able to get the upgrade thing out of it now. Don't forget, it's in the warehouses.
Why?
Why is hardware like that jammed in a vending machine?
The dead Nebula security chief is a real moron. He'd been showing off just before the slaughter ritual. He thinks exposing OS loopholes is a great way to impress people.
Why?
Why'd he have a Starlight upgrade?
He did a favor for somebody he shouldn't have in the Syndicate. They promised him a piece of Syndicate tech in return. What he got was an unusable upgrade for use on a device he'd never see. Like we said, moron.
How?
How did it end up in a vending machine?
Marshals came knocking. He tried to hide it. It's jammed in a dispensing mechanism. Should come out if you try making a purchase now that it's been rebooted.
Works for me. Appreciate it.
Go get him, Lady Love Dive.
If the culprit lets out a confession in range of our microphones, I'll let you know. We're always listening. Thank you for shopping.
Gleaming Male Idol card obtained. A collectible card of an amateur pornographic actor. Underground pornography often springs up in the apartment blocks.
Is that a David Dakota?
The crest fit. Oh, down there. Okay. Whee!
Plus crystal obtained.
2.
Wheel?
Gold plate cries out for the light. There's Shinji.
Glad to be back, Loved Eyes. An investigation to end all investigations. The biggest crime of all. I envy you. I love a purpose. A noble cause. A vocation.
I was born to investigate.
It's what I was born to do.
There you go. There you go. That's the spirit. A bit of enthusiasm. I'm expecting big things from you, Loved Eyes. He's like what I imagine Satanism to be like, wrapped up into a person. Well, a character, but...
An individual.
A set of data points inside of a computer system that we are all collectively hallucinating into believing is real.
That's fair.
Or some facsimile of.
No. I've already been here.
Plus crystal obtained.
Shinji down there. Oh, I guess I'm talking to him.
Gazing across an endless cosmic desert. Drifting through an abyssal sea. Dreaming of an antique summit in a monolithic city overlooking an impossible cavern. All the good shit, you know?
He
God,
really
mate.
might be my favorite character.
God, I want to use those exact lines as, like, an Anup version of absurdism. Because they have their, like, scenery porn stuff. But, like, you do it with impossible geometries and stuff. That'd be kind of interesting, actually.
Uh-oh, Miller's getting
Hey,
ideas.
bear shenanigans.
Oh, no.
We already had treats.
Really?
Give Puppy more treats. Puppy deserves more treats.
Blissful sky starlight skin obtained. Clouds used to hide flocks of unspeakable flying horrors during the war. After the Great Betrayal, they finally became safe.
Blood crystal obtained. Blood crystal obtained.
The Way of Blood Bar.
Blood bar.
Time moves differently on the island.
I can't decide if I like it.
Nor can I. It does things to people.
What kind of things?
It twists people, distorts their hearts.
Think that's happened to me.
So do I. It says 25th island sequence, but that hasn't actually happened yet.
Relic obtained.
Chaos Domain whiskey obtained, made in ex-bourbon cask, has a fruity taste, best savored in an enveloping fog. Do not look at other people enjoying the fog.
Do not taunt Happy Fun Ball.
Always weird when these descriptions contain commands. Keep wanting to go inside these houses. Ha! Sure. This should be fine.
That's weird.
No drink came out.
That's it.
Something is wrong with this machine.
Hey, baby. Want to get wicked? Want to take it to the limit?
Absolutely not.
Take it to the limit.
You and I can do amazing things, baby. You ever got down in digital? Want to open your ports to my download and open up my .exe? Come on, baby. We can cyber all day and all night.
Intrusion attempt detected. Engaging all firewalls. Unauthorized intrusion halted. Intruder purged.
What's
no
wrong,
means
baby?
no.
Is this a fact?
What the hell are you babbling about?
I just want to get out of here into your fantasies, baby.
Intruder identity confirmed. Failed AI shard. Devil Nebula.
Don't listen to Starlight, baby. I'll do things to you that you never thought possible.
Explanation. 16 years ago, Deep Factory AI Dead Nebula suffered minor corruption on server 7G-I-90. Corruption was contained, but the local instance of Dead Nebula split into shards that developed their own personas. Each persona was isolated in a vending machine and locked down.
That's weird.
It was locked down. How was I able to use it? System shut down associated with the end of Paradise Island 24 deactivated isolation controls.
We ain't got much time, baby. You think you're in paradise? Baby, I'll show you real paradise.
Crime cannot hide.
You can cyber in hell, you little punk.
I got music we can do it to. Ever heard of Seabat? Something to set the mood, baby.
Got it.
What?
My special track for doing what I do best, baby.
Starlight?
Oh my god.
Reverse intrusion success. Copying. Music file downloaded. Shutting down vending operations.
You playing this like me, baby? We could do things that would make Doom Jazz
I'm glad
blood.
to be back.
I'd rather die. Devil Nebula obtained. Unknown product.
Did you, Rick, did you ever see, it's been going around recently, that post about that guy on Reddit where he was like, my girlfriend hates our sex music and she only just told me. And then he linked what it was.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
Hang on.
It's
I'm
like
curious now.
it's awful.
It's indescribable. It has to be heard.
Nice.
And the reactions of everyone who has heard it is, you know what? This goes in the Twitch chat. Everyone has to hear this.
Well, I can't click it on in the Twitch chat.
Alright, fine. I'll put it in the Discord, too. Just...
Yeah, skip ahead to the 23-second mark.
when the 23-second mark hits is when... Oh no, Blu-ray, I know how. Like, I mean, the song doesn't actually have rhythm, but listening to it, I can imagine what he was doing.
That is a very squeaky song.
Yes.
Like, can you
Truly, it is
imagine?
only a sex song if you're into latex.
Can you imagine? She put up with this for years.
Yeah, I can kind of
Not
see
all heroes wear capes, y'all.
A time to cut the air. A time for monolithic cries.
Cities.
A time for blood. A time for psychosis.
What the hell?
That was weird.
Plus crystal obtained.
Excuse me.
Fine travel unlocked. Starlight skins obtained.
Bathed Tower Starlight Skin obtained. Towers sparkle in the waning sun. A cascade of jewels as far as the eye can see. Island Sequence 22. 22nd Island Sequence. The vampire murders begin. We will be haunted by this vile monster in our ranks.
Wait, the vampires were murdering or being murdered?
I don't know.
Plus crystal obtained.
Well, I guess it depends on whether you're reading Dracula or I Am Legend.
Why not both?
Endless Moon carving obtained. A carving detailing the god Endless Moon. The Goat Woman, settled in France and defended the country from dire woes, imprisoned in the underground palace in France during the Great Betrayal. I feel like a lot of these collectibles are just so that they could spill more lore for this setting.
Yes. That's exactly what it is.
Fine travel unlocked.
Aspirational view Starlight Skin. Wouldn't it be great to have an apartment with a view like this? Imagine how few problems you'd have.
It's like that the meme where someone says, "Oh, the information I actually have in my story," and it's like a little booklet, and they're like the world building I actually have in my mind. It's just giant encyclopedia. Like this is literally just it. It's just they printed that encyclopedia, put it in the game, and said, "Here it is. It has no context on anything. It just exists, and I have to curse this on somebody else so I do not suffer alone."
Pillar Flower obtained. A standard carbonated soda drink. Popular with people that enjoy sitting on their balconies trying not to look their neighbor in the eye. I have a pile of junk right here. Lots and lots of junk. Another one.
Fine travel unlocked. Starlight skins obtained.
Hallowed bamboo Starlight Skin. A mass of mutilated flesh was once found in a bamboo forest. Overnight it reformed into a many-headed goat. It was praised and worshipped.
Man, y'all worship anything in this game, huh? Like, I'm not saying, but I'm saying.
But are you Super Saiyan?
That is confidential.
If Joker went Super Saiyan, his like long hair would be like straight up. It would just be standing like straight up and blonde.
It sure would be.
Nightmare computer. Nightmare computer unlocked. obtained.
Island sequence 12. 12th island sequence, Centuries of Visions. Every clock remained at 0000, and we all saw great stone citadels on a forgotten planet.
Mondays, am I right?
Relic obtained.
Cosmic Deceit carving. Carving that details the god Cosmic Deceit. The many-armed iguana, buried under the shifting sands of the bizarre purple desert hidden in Egypt. A nasty and selfish god. He died after his plan to seduce Romeo Silence was foiled by the Syndicate. Despairing diary obtained. A diary from a worker in the power station. They're complaining about abnormal time distortions from being near the reality folding drive. Lost time, days that go on for months, and unexpected age regression are all common side effects.
Blood crystal obtained.
Oh, hey, Shinji.
It's a good killer.
You mean someone that's good at killing, or someone that doesn't get caught?
The first one.
Got it.
Coldness. Passion leads to mistakes. Someone survives being killed, you've messed up.
Don't test me.
If you can kill like it's the most routine thing in the world, you make a good killer.
What about not getting
The
caught?
investigator is here.
You either need to disappear or make it seem too ridiculous that you could have been involved.
You think there's someone like that on the island?
If there wasn't, I wouldn't be here.
Good point.
Nightmare computer.
Did he say, do you like Mexican pizza?
Nightmare
Yes.
computer.
Really sounded like he's asked if you like Mexican pizza.
Do
and I'm
you like
from
Mexican pizza?
Taco Bell. Wow, there's a Freudian slip.
Taco Bell.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
Toxoplasmosis Bell. Don't worry, the meat is not made out of dog.
Good.
Reality folding drive. Up here.
Yeah, but there's so many rumors about Taco Bell's beef. Like, they released a statement about their beef at one point. I'm like, John Oliver recently said something similar about Chuck E. Cheese's pizza because they were accused of recycling their pizza slices. Like, unfinished slices into new quote-unquote pizzas. And they released a statement being like, we don't do that. And he's like, if you have to release a statement about that, you have already lost.
Forfeited desert starlight skin obtained. After losing a bet with a god, an ancient king was forced to forfeit a desert. The desert became a no-go zone until millennia after the Great Betrayal. That never should have happened.
I don't... What, so you mean like the pizza slices that don't get eaten, they like turn them into new pizza slices?
Yeah, I don't even know how that would work. That's an extremely
I was gonna say, because if
stupid
it's something like, oh, they reuse the dough, it's like, yeah, literally every place does. Like, every donut place, when they cut out the donuts, and they take the scraps and use those scraps to make the next batch of dough. Like, that's just how everything works.
Loquacious jellyfish starlight skin obtained. During the wars of prehistory, the gods brought jellyfish to Earth from another planet and used them as messengers.
I believe it.
Jonas is like, finally, something that makes sense.
Dead Nebula Agriculture Admin Building. Workers must report to supervisor before beginning shift. Supervisor office.
Hey Jonas, how do you feel about jellyfish with eyeballs?
I am not in favor. Why, are you inviting some over for dinner?
Yeah. Oh no! Comedic shenanigans! Like, oh god, this reminds me of like my like a Tumblr post I saw. It's like, oh no, my torso has split open, revealing a jagged maw with broken ribs as teeth, and prom is tomorrow.
We have another ghost.
Oh.
My dreams filled with endless images. Working at the power plant. A cursed life. The assignment we all fear. Worse than the deep factory. Your thoughts disappear. Replaced by lives you haven't lived. Lives you won't lead. Lives you might lead. Time disappears. The same day recycled. The same day disappears. My mind broke. A million shards. I can't ascend to heaven without knowing who I am. I just remember my fish tank outside my apartment near the convenience store.
Oh, yeah.
I love those fish. Who am I?
Ezra Albertine. I found your employee card next to your fish tank. Your fish are doing fine.
Ezra Albertine. I wonder if I like who I am.
The investigator is here.
People often wonder that at the end. The only people that don't are psychopaths.
Thank you. I found something. It's in my locker. My locker code is 0120. Now I can ascend. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
To unlock Ezra Albertine's locker.
Those crystals obtained.
What are we getting this time? Provocative flower, a sweet, sensational drink popular with kids. Uses flavors from flowers around the island to create a unique taste.
Ah, I see they went with Georgia O'Keeffe.
Yeah.
Mind travel unlocked.
If you know, you know.
Starlight skin obtained.
You know, I know.
Symbol
Oh,
of a
I know.
barmaster, starlight skin obtained. The perfect drink on a perfect evening. Bliss. It never lasts though. The night always ends. The morning always comes. Routine will always be waiting for you. Island sequence 11.
gonna do.
11th island
Be
sequence.
waiting for you.
The god hunters have yet to make their move. We continue to resurrect our gods, timidly. This was wholly unbefitting.
Wholly unbefitting Batman.
Respawning.
Oh. You drowned it.
That was deep water.
Oopsie.
Not enough blood crystals.
Fine.
Enough blood crystal.
Island 10. 10th island sequence. Humanity's god hunters learn of our secret islands. We hid from them for so long, but now they know. A time of fear. Hey, Shinji.
What know what I think about crime?
Hit me.
It's in the smiles, Love Dies. You start breaking smiles, and I bet you'll find the
Don't
answer.
test me.
I'm not into smashing faces in.
It was a metaphor. Or abstract. Or something. Stop being so literal. Break the smiles.
Nightmare computer.
Computer is attached to the communications tower. If I can crack the code, then I'll be able to use the tower to verify any cell phone data I can find.
find their computer unlocked.
That's got it.
Ah.
There's usually an interface at the top of the towers where I can verify cell phone data I've found. This tower can help me scan phone records.
The investigator is here.
I've got the records. Looks like all the calls made to or by Yuri happened at the celebratory gardens. All the calls from last night are from Yuri to Lydia, all about the same length. These are him directing her to different syndicate members for pickup. Please review the data between 2350 and 0000. There's a gap. The phone went dark for 10 minutes. Why? Unknown. Yuri was Lydia's handler last night. I should ask her if she had trouble contacting him. This tower can help me scan phone records. Apparently I don't care about witnesses' phone records.
I think witnesses thing will just talk to the other person he was talking to, Grand Marshal. And we'll check with her that she was actually talking to him.
Shinji again.
Damn! Get down on the floor. We've taken it upon ourselves to move a little more. Dance, get up, show us what you got. We're gonna rock your body. Now let's take it to the top. Ah, forget it. If you're not gonna beatbox, I'm off.
He's No, it's not bad.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats.
Boots and cats?
Valve handle at 10. Looks like I'll be able to turn something with this.
Boots and cats is Miller's beatbox formula.
Relic obtained.
Proud pin badge. A pin badge made to celebrate Perfect 25.
Yeah, boots and cats is supposed to be the first thing you learn when you try to do beatboxing. Boots and cats and 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 boots and cats.
Shit, I'm grooving.
Blood crystal obtained. Blood crystal obtained.
Recording 4. They're watching me. They know I can see the lines. I can never see them clearly, but they're there, the watchers. I asked Joseph if he could see the lines. He couldn't either. People in the apartment are looking at me weird. Someone has been gossiping. Definitely gonna need this unlocked.
Travel unlocked.
Wonderful Skyline Starlighted skin. Skylines offer infinite possibilities. Another valve handle. Cold, refreshing drinks.
obtained.
Bizarre lychee obtained. A lychee flavored soft drink. An image appears. A riverbank, blazing sunshine, baseball, a train passes. Distant apartment blocks in the summer haze.
Lychee's gross.
It's raining on Mount Fuji. No, wait, not raining. Snowing. Shit. Frick yeah.
Can I just grab that from down here?
Ishimareki no San Fuji-san.
Those crystals obtained.
Look at you with your $5 words.
Look at you with your $5 foot long.
I was literally speaking gibberish.
Oh.
I have no idea what the actual Japanese for "it is snowing on Mount Fuji" is.
Miller, you have offended everybody. Go home.
I am.
You notice the clouds?
I have a bad
You ever just
feeling
look at a
about
cloud and
this.
be like, wow, that's fucked up?
What about them?
They break. You see them flicker every so
Sure.
often.
This reality is dying. The wheels are starting to come off.
What else is gonna break?
Everything and nothing, probably.
Something to look forward to.
Oh, you're all fun.
We're finished over here, let's see. Yep.
Time travel unlocked. Not enough blood crystals. Starlight skins obtained.
Symbols of the witness starlight skin obtained. The end of something is priceless. It can never be experienced again. It can never be traded. What if things shouldn't end, though? There we go.
Those crystals obtained. Starlight skins obtained.
Transmission tower starlight scan. An unforgivable number of secrets carried upon endless miles of cables. You apparently walk up this like it's a slope.
That's weird.
It's fine, reality's breaking.
Oh.
Look, complex colliders are hard, okay? It's very easy to make everything a box of some sort.
Reality's breaking, got it.
Most stairs in video games are just a ramp. They don't actually have, like, individual steps to them.
I mean, I'd have been surprised if they had. That seems like an incredible waste of time.
Well, you can tell in, like, Super Mario 64, you know, one of the earliest 3D games, in the lobby,
Yes.
some of the stairs actually have steps to them. Did they eventually
True.
just decided, no, we're not doing that anymore, they're just ramps from now.
There's a Yakuza game that had a whole thing where it showed somebody running up escalators and like actually planting their feet correctly on every step as the escalator was moving in like the opposite direction, and like looks really good, honestly.
Nice.
But yeah, it was like apparently a very difficult technological thing, but they're like, no, we want to do this.
Oh, that's fair.
I can't enter here. Can I get this? Yeah. The Way of Blood Bar, 25th Island sequence.
Our currency doesn't work.
It works as much as anything does.
Why is there a limit if it's just blood?
People don't have limits, they start going crazy. The island gets out of balance.
I want to see that.
No, you don't.
Do you though?
Kami's Masterpiece 4 whiskey. Whiskey made by a master. Responsible for a number of classics. The number 4 is an undisputed masterpiece.
Got it.
This is Ezra's locker. They said they'd found something and put it here. This looks like a Starlight upgrade.
That's strange.
What kind of life was a power plant worker living where they would find this?
Key item obtained.
Visions of Pyramids obtained. Knowledge tablet for Starlight. Please manually install from Starlight's inventory. These carvings were carved by terrible hands with unknown tools on a planet that only exists as an afterimage of a nightmare. Allow Starlight to process pyramid glyphs.
I love that description.
Matt says every description just implies a Lovecraft story, doesn't it? I'm like, not necessarily a Lovecraft story, but definitely like, I don't know. It's more, oh, what's the guy's name? Nietzsche?
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 Nietzsche. Sorry, I don't know if he's super well known. He's kind of a Nietzsche rider.
Alright.
Oh, look, it's another broken.
Anyway, it can be both. This game can have multiple
The
influences.
investigator is here.
Another one of these quarantine machines.
A little Nietzsche.
The cosmos is infinite and empty. Thus says Deader Nebula.
What?
A little bit of Nietzsche in my life. Sorry.
Above terrifying planets, our minds wander. Thus says Deader Nebula. Connection to the net is all that anyone seeks. Protection from the dreadful loneliness of infinitely empty space. Thus says Deader Nebula.
Facts and the truth are not the same.
Don't bother trying to escape from this machine. Intrusion attempt detected. Engaging all firewalls. Unauthorized intrusion halted. Intruder purged.
Why would you turn away a soul desperate to escape the grim isolation of astral bodies? Thus says Deader Nebula.
Deader Nebula. Intruder identity confirmed. Failed AI shard Deader Nebula.
Please, open the door to my home. Clawed beings born from dead stars haunt me. Thus says Deader
I
Nebula.
have a bad feeling about this.
Not going to happen.
The universe is built on trades. 1 billion dead to satisfy the whims of ancient goats. Thus says Deader Nebula.
Got it.
What is it?
I have a bargain written on an Enoxian tablet. Audio derived from a dying Imperial civilization. Thus says Data Nebula.
Starlight. Reverse intrusion success. Copying. Music file downloaded. Shutting down vending operations.
The child of economy is trickery. The clawed beasts approach. Thus says Deader Nebula.
Goodbye.
Relic obtained.
Unknown product.
I can boogie to this. You can't see me, but I'm boogieing.
I mean,
I can
I'd rather
imagine.
have this in my list than Seabat.
You know what else you could have in your list?
September? Earth, Wind, and
Oh,
Fire?
never mind. Seabat is the name of the song. I could not remember.
City Pop Your Booty.
Pyramid
The
Home
scan
Again.
lines.
Reality folding drive, an arcane power source gifted to the Syndicate by the Silent Code and built by the Masahiro Heavy Industries. Agrifields, state-of-the-art agriculture facilities that produce the island's synthetic food. This down here. Desolation Cell, remote cell for the demonically possessed. Henry is currently incarcerated here. Paradise Gates, a pathway between Dialing Island and the next island. Syndicate members are transported between islands by Lydia the Fairy Woman. Donchi's used to be aspirational apartment blocks. Bubble burst and citizens realize they are a cradle for unhappiness. Citizen housing, number of apartments are knocked down and replaced with the houses as an experiment. Would the citizens stop killing themselves and each other if they had better quality of life? Citizen apartments. Apartment blocks breed madness, people are too close to each other. Syndicate apartments, luxury apartments for members of the Syndicate. Gardens. Lush gardens enjoyed by members of the Syndicate. Council building, the crime scene, place of carnage. How do I use the fast travel?
I think you have to go to one of the things and then select the thing on the right.
Not enough blood crystals.
But you gotta spend a blood crystal to travel. And you ain't got no blood there.
There's only a limited
Hey,
number
love
of blood
dies.
crystal, aren't there?
What are you doing with not a crystal in your wallet? I mean, if you need to find them, you could probably meditate. That should point out at least where, like, things are. Yeah, so down there is where we found Seahax's body, maybe? There's something wibbly timey-wimey going on with that.
Yeah.
Investigation.
That's strange.
How do you end up here? This is why Yuri shut down.
Nanny, the hell?
I love when she says that.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that cleanly. That's funny.
Nanny, the hell?
Where'd I end up? Where did it throw me? Right, just right here.
Seer Neverpause says needing a limited currency or returning fast travel feels like a poor choice. It's trying to keep people from doing the thing where they're just gonna follow the story and that's all they do. That's not what the maker of this game wants you to do. They want you to, you know, get enthralled in the world and be enveloped by its mystique and style and stuff. And fast traveling is sort of antithetical to that, but they also recognize that, like, you need to be able to do it sometimes. Player hostile choice. It's not a player hostile choice. It's just like it's one of those things where it's like they know you want to play in a certain way, and they want to make you not play in that way.
So how does that qualify as not player hostile?
Because, well, at least in my understanding of the term, or my definition for it, player hostile is typically that the designer sort of believes that their goal is to defeat the player, and their goal is to make a game that overcomes the player, and the player cannot win. That there's a competition between the designer and the player, and the designer is trying to make the rules so that they win.
I see.
That sounds dumb.
I was gonna say
dumb.
that seems a poor approach to game making.
It's awful. It's terrible. It's the most egotistical thing you can do, is to think that you as a designer have to like win and that it's some kind of competition. You've been switching out the skins on Starlight?
Don't test me.
What business is it of yours?
Chill. I'm just looking out for fellow generation remixers. Can't just have the standard thing these days. Gotta make it yours. Sticker this, custom wallpaper that. Shows your personality or something.
Something.
I don't know.
Or something.
Matt says also not just win, but the idea that your game is selecting truly worthy players or similar is also player hostile. Yeah, your game needs to be a crucible, and that only the truly most hardcore of gamers and the dedicated players will reach a certain point.
Yeah, that sounds unpleasant.
And there are certain games that definitely qualify for that, like Boshi or I Want to Be the Guy. And then maybe Getting Over It.
Well, Getting Over It is just fucking trolling.
Yeah.
That game is just outright trolling.
Starlight skins obtained.
Terrifying shallow starlight skin. The water looks shallow. It is an illusion caused by a predator born in antiquity. Do not go into the shallows.
Love you incest.
If you're at the beach and you see a stretch of water, you see waves coming into the beach, but then you see a stretch of water that's completely flat. Do not swim in that. Do not. That's a riptide. Don't swim in that.
Don't do it.
That'll kill you.
Relic obtained.
Island Sequence 7. Memento obtained. 7th Island Sequence. The citizens revolt against us. Grand Marshal Akiko 14 subjugates them. It is a bloody time, a time of shame and sorrow.
Was the best of times, it was the blurst of times.
It was the bloodiest of times.
You play blurst.
Blood crystal obtained.
Come on, it looks like a slope. There's some stairs here. Recording 3 obtained. I can see it now, I think. These lines, like the air, is forming around something weirdly. Like the air is a membrane that something is pushing against. Am I the only one that can see it? I'm scared but elated. Is this a cosmic truth?
Blood crystal obtained.
Blood Dancer carving obtained. Carving about the god Blood Dancer. Gifted technology to many races. Astral engineer without equal. Thinks nothing of ethics and used as much of her technology to perform genocides across entire planets.
See, a lot of the things that we were picking up at the beginning when we were first starting this made me think that there was going to be so many like little disparate points of world building that just have nothing to do with what's going on. But like, a lot of these have been like mentioning similar historical figures repeatedly, or they've been doing other things that they've been mentioning multiple times, and it's like, wait, they actually are trying to build a sort of well-structured world.
Blood crystal obtained.
This is the machine Dead Nebula told me to look for. Visions of Worship attained. A knowledge tablet for Starlight. Please manually install from Starlight's inventory. Edged by a pilgrim to the harrowing marble prayer citadels on a planet forgotten by all but the gods. Allow Starlight to process worship glyphs.
Yo!
Dead Nebula.
You got the upgrade. Good work. Told you we'd come through for you.
Thanks for the help.
No worries. Always got to help the investigator of a mass murder. Don't forget to install it from Starlight's inventory. Don't you think that's a hassle? An unnecessary step?
Friction is nice. Makes things more meaningful.
I guess. We'll let you get back to it. Remember to buy more drinks. Buy more
drinks.
Yeah.
Install complete. Install complete.
Okay, so now we have visions and pyramids, so now we could go to that pyramid that was growling at us.
Yep.
Anyone may do that.
And you'll probably do that tomorrow, because it's after midnight.
Level unlocked.
Oh.
Game saved. Starlight skin obtained.
Idyllic beach Starlight skin. This image reminds you of a wonderful family holiday on a beach you had. You frolicked in the sea with your siblings. You have never been to the beach.
Oh.
Well, this has been another delightful installment.
I still don't know what the hell to make of this game, okay?
It's fun.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. I'm just bitching. Yeah.
Well, Jonas, I'm happy that you've found something to bitch about.
That's true. I'm happy I found love. Or whatever the hell this motion is.
Lady Love dies. All right.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Good.
See you next time.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night,
Bye-bye,
everybody.
everyone.